Buy cheap and safe NBA 2K22 MT at NBA2King.com. You can use code Excapar, that's EXCAPAR, for 5% off your entire purchase. Alright, power forwards tier list in 2K22 Myteam. So if you guys are excited, hit that like button down below. And everything wonderful in between. Let me make that a little bit brighter so it doesn't look stupid. If you guys are excited, that like button down below. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And go to the description down below if you guys want to check out any of the other tier lists that I've done. Point guards to small forwards are obviously currently done. There are some cards that are dropping today. Probably won't be doing a gameplay on them, but I did include the one power forward that did drop. It was essentially 2 rewards for the NBA 75th. And then 2 cards that you need to pick up to lock in for the NBA 75th anniversary. So overall, nothing crazy in my opinion. So let's get it started with our hard pass tier. All of the stinkers. Austin Crochet literally doesn't do anything but shoot. Lowry Marketing literally doesn't do everything but shoot, and actually was 1 of 6 from 3 last night. What a guy. Jared Vanderbilt, I actually think is a really fun card, but he is a guy who really just doesn't do anything aside from play really great defense, and he's good at that. Just not really what I'm looking for. Jakarta Samson is a gold card, but I know a lot of people like him just because he got hyped up by DBG a lot. But he's overall decent, especially for a gold card. Eric Pascal is pretty nice, but he's basically like that Paul Milcep that we got, just a lot worse. Dirk Nowitzki just has one of the slowest jumpers in 2K history. Takes you about a full year to go from pressing square to releasing square, and it's just not what I'm looking for. Charlie Villanueva, he's just kind of bad. Not really looking to use him. Overall, a lot of these guys are they're bad. When power forwards in 2K are bad, they're bad. Anyway, we can move it on to the still decent tier and check out all of these wonderful souls. I did that the worst way possible. But we have Amari Stoudemire, who is a nice card, but his jumper is just whack this year. I'm just not really a fan. Doesn't play the most defense. His dunking is supposed to be crazy good. But I don't know. We just got a really good set of cards recently, and I just don't think that Amari's holding up. Allen Harrington's pretty cool. Jump shot 55, the wannabe Carmelo Anthony jumper. Not really the greatest defense, like doesn't even come with clamps, even though he is a power forward. But yeah, meant to be a pure shooter and nothing more. Terry Cummings, I think, has one of the slowest jumpers I've ever used at my team, and that's jump shot 36. Same jumper as Walt Frazier. He can be a pretty decent card, and I do suspect, a dark matter Terry Cummings is going to come out where he's actually kind of crazy. But this one is meh. Sekou Doumbouya, actually a pretty good all-around card, but that Aaron Gordon jumper on the normal timing is a bit baited, especially now. I've been blessed with a lot of cards with the quick jumper, so now this normal timing stuff on Sekou really isn't working. But he is a nice all-around card. He's just nothing crazy. Next is Rui Hachimura, another one of those just really good cards. I think he's got jump shot 55 like Al Harrington. Got that fundamental dribble style for a Ruby. He's pretty good, but in the grand scheme of power forwards, I had to leave him at still decent. We have Karl Malone. Next is JT Thor. JT is actually pretty damn crazy, I will say. I love the fact that we have been getting some Evo ones recently, although if you're going to drop a whole set of Evos 2K, it would be really nice if we could, add a badge or 2 to them. That's really about it. But JT Thor is, again, another of those really good all-around cards. He's got good defense, good finishing. He's got pretty decent speed. Jump shot 85, which is literally his own jumper, which is cool to see. All around, I think he's a nice all-around power forward. And Amethyst as well with the Evo, although it doesn't really do too much. Next is Domantas Sabonis. And Sabonis with that jump shot 10 is just tough. I wish we had a Sabonis card with jump shot 10 on quick. It's actually a really good jumper. He's got great playmaking. He's a good post guy. Defense is a bit meh, but yeah, that jumper's just too baited. Marvin Bagley's pretty fun, a nice budget, power forward center that can run the floor really well, can even play make a bit, has a good jumper, and can finish really well. For a budget guy, pretty damn nice, but in grand scheme of things, again, still decent. Zion Williamson's just 200 size. His main thing is being a post guy. The jumper is meh. His defense is meh. His speed is meh. I can't really force myself to put Zion any higher. And Carlos Boozer is last but certainly not least. Boozer is a good card once you evo him up. I don't know why you put yourself through the torture of hitting 33s or 15 3-pointers with his 43. Once you do that, he actually becomes a pretty good shooter, but still has no defense. Playmaking is still bad, and he's not the most insane finisher. I just don't see too much reason to use Boozer at this point in the year. Starting off our pretty damn solid tier, we got quite a lot of bangers in this group. Ooh! Including me showing off the next tier. We hate that. Let's try to fix this again. Let's try to fix this. Oh no, I messed up my tiers. All right, well, we're gonna hide we're gonna hide it there anyway. Starting it off is Billy Cunningham, who's essentially just another version of Blake Griffin, but is 6'6", so definitely more of a small forward. But I do think he's a fun card. He's a great slasher. He has pretty good defense, and he can shoot pretty well if you like that jumper. Tom Chambers has set shot 16, but probably one of the weirdest uppers I've ever seen in my life. It makes it really awkward to use, but he's an amazing slasher. His defense all around for a power forward is really nice, and again, can't emphasize enough how great of a dunker he just is. Rashard Lewis has jump shot forward, and it's just a great all-around card. Really meant to be that like stretch forward. I think he's pretty good at it, and I said it a few times. I think this Rashard Lewis is a lot better at moving around the court than I thought he would be, which is awesome to see. Just really fun, and he's actually a lot better of a dunker than I thought he would be as well. Larry Nance is just a great card. I mean, he's got amazing defense and amazing slashing. They still gave him the ability to stretch out to the three-point line, and he has jump shot at 21, which I love to use. Great catch and shoot jumper, and can play make a bit. Larry Nance actually a beast. LaFonso Ellis used to have like jump shot 77, I think it was, which was, I don't know, it was a jump that was really weird, but I actually kind of liked. But he got jump shot 40 now, which is not really as impressive anymore. I just wish he had that unique jumper again, man. Lamarcus Aldridge, speaking of jumpers, got changed from the Lamarcus Aldridge jumper, which is absolute cheeks, to the wonderful, the beautiful Brook Lopez base, and actually makes him crazy. A really good spot up shooter. He's a great finisher and post guy. But to play devil's advocate, he does have some pretty trash defense from time to time. Like sometimes he just get absolutely pumped, which is a bit annoying. Speaking of no defense, we have Kevin Love. One of the smoothest, most buttery jumpers in the game is that Kevin Love jumper. And they gave him some nice athleticism and dunking, but they completely neglected his defense in there. So he's going to be rebounding and can play defense in the paint. The second you get him switched out to a guard, he's getting burned. Next up is Jaren Jackson Jr. Honestly, this pretty damn solid one. Might be a bit fugazi. I probably could have put him a little bit higher, so I'm expecting a few comments about that. But he's got a lot of good guys in Baby Demon and Demon, so I threw Jaren down. I think Jaren as a power forward is a really slow guy that I'm not really trying to use. He does have good defense, but I think if you use this Jaren as a backup center, I probably could put him Baby Demon or even Demon, because he's just a great, center. He has good defense. He can shoot really well. He can finish pretty damn nice as well. I just think he doesn't have the tools to be a great power forward, but a bigger center. Oh, yeah. Next up is, I think, the smallest primary position power forward in 2K, and that's Desean Tate. Desean Tate actually is a pretty good card. I'm not really going to hate on him too much for that. He's a 6'4", 6'8" wingspan. But the thing that makes Tate absolutely insane is his defense is all across the boards, 92 and above. Has 93s in his speed. He's got jump shot 26, and he has a shifty dribble style. So as a power forward, can be damn crazy. Just kind of has a bad defensive tendency. Next up is the man Dan Essel. And Dan Essel is like an interesting card to me because whenever Dan Essel drops, he's either the best card or the worst. Like, there's just no in between. But Essel is 6'9", has a 7-foot wingspan, actually has a lot of good shooting. His defense is all around amazing. He is a great finisher. He's that Kevin Love jumper again. He's essentially Kevin Love with defense, but I didn't think it moved the needle all that much to want to put him up any higher. Next up is Chris Bosh. I think we all kind of know what Chris Breezy does. He's an defender, but when it comes to being a nice stretch big that can play in the post, he's absolutely amazing. I just kind of hope they switch his jumper eventually. I forgot what they changed it to last year, but whatever this is, the shot 14 or set shot 17. Yeah, it's 14. Just really ain't my thing. My last but not least is my man Obi Toppin. I actually really like this Obi Toppin, and I had him in Baby Demons until I ran out of room, so I knocked him down a tier. But the reason I did that is just because this Obi doesn't move amazing when he's actually onto the court, but I still find him fun. Jump shot 75 is crazy. He's going to be dunking on literally everybody, and his defense is okay. It's not crazy, but that big dribble style is just and his defensive tendencies are pretty bad. So I kind of moved him down a little bit, although once you get into the paint, this Obi Toppin is one of the best cards in the game. So now I can start off the tier that I already kind of showed you guys a bit. It is going to be our Baby Demon tier, starting off with Blake Griffin. I think Blake is an absolutely amazing card. Like, seriously, is so good. The problem with Blake is just that some people just don't love the jumper, and his defense is actually pretty bad for his opal at 97 overall. So that was a bit fugazi, but they did what they did, so Blake can have to stay there. If he got boosted up defense, I think he could have been nice, and I think Blake also has this weird problem where I don't know if I want to run him at the 4 or the 5, so it's an interesting time for Blake. Next up is my man Antoine Jamison, another Brook Lopez-based guy. Good all-around defense, good finishing, good playmaking, just a good card in general. I'm hoping, I can't wait for the day we get a Brook Lopez base quick player. It's going to be great. Next up is Andre Karolinko, one of the best just all-around defenders in the game, can still slash the basket and dunk at everybody, and has base 98 for shooting. He is crazy. Just, it's always one of those times in 2K where you just have to wait until a better AK card comes out, because it's just going to change how the game is played yet again. Next up is Serge Ibaka, jump shot 26 on that normal timing. He's just godly. He has great defense in the paint. He's super nice. I just prefer the Serge Ibaka as more of a stretch 5 than a power forward, so I knocked him down just a little bit, but one of my favorite cards to use in the game. Next up is my man Rudy Gay. The Rudy Gay jumper on that normal timing is absolutely insane. Has a quick dribble style, can dribble around like crazy, and honestly probably could have stayed in the Demons tier. I just think with the amount of crazy defensive cards that we're getting, he doesn't hold up as well, but it's still probably one of the most fun cards you can use in the game. Next up is my man Pau Gasol. Pau is just great. Set shot 16 on the quick timing is actually not that bad. He's a great defender. He can rebound really well. Is awesome as a stretch 5. Can go to the post and finish on a bunch of people, and has great kick-out potential with that, I think, Hall of Fame post playmaker. I just all around love him. And the fact that he's such a good playmaker at the center position, basically can run point center, it just makes him a fun card, man. Next up is Pascal Siakam, who's essentially a slightly worse dunking Obi Toppin with jump shot 75 that has a lot better defense. Simple as that. Speaking of defense, we got Maurice Lucas, one of my favorite cards to run as a power forward, just because he plays that Draymond Green role with that jump shot 12, the Draymond Green jumper. Even better, that's great playmaking, that shifty dribble style, and I gave mine quick first step, so he actually feels super smooth. And just all around, Maurice Lucas literally lets nobody score on him at that power forward position, so it's just super fun. Next up is Larry Bird, a 3-and-D demon, like actually has crazy good defense, can catch and shoot like money, and Larry Bird's jumper is just one of those that every single year I just have it down and I just love using. So it's just green beam machines for me, and I love that Larry can actually take it to the hoop and dunk on people this year, or for this card, not this year, because his pink diamond couldn't do that, and I think it adds a lot more to him, and for a free card, he's amazing. Next up is the man Josh Smith. The second that you add Sniper to this card, he becomes one of the best cards in the entire game. I just absolutely love him. Brook Lopez base, that quick. And Josh Smith is just one of those guys that plays better defense than he should, and it is so fun. Swats every shot, gets every interceptor pass, and dunks on everybody. Just a awesome, super fun card, especially if you're looking to run a small ball center lineup. Next up is Young Ling. Hopefully I'm still saying that correctly. Jump shot 70, it's just a great card. He's a 7-foot power forward, so he can be a bit clunky, but as a backup center, he is amazing. And last but not least, you're going to be my man Dennis Rodman, who's arguably the best defender in the entire game, aside from maybe the new Kawhi Leonard or Scottie Pippen that we got. But I also love the card art on this Dennis Rodman, like actually super slept on. I don't know what it is, but it goes hard, man. 6'7", 6'10" wingspan, and yes, he doesn't have the greatest jumper in set shot 17, so he's not going to be shooting like crazy. It doesn't even come with sniper. His finishing's not crazy, but he has a 93 speed. Everything in his defense is 95 or above, and most of them are 97. Can play make really great, and has almost every single defensive badge Hall of Fame. Yes, he may not be scoring, but you're also not going to be. So what's it matter? And last but not least, we can show off the Demons tier, where we're starting off with my man Anthony Davis. Just a great card. 80 is just one of those guys who can literally do everything out there on the court. Again, I can't wait until we get an 80 with a jumper on quick. It's going to literally break the game, but swats every shot. Great as a backup center. Can shoot the 3-ball nice with an easy to time jumper. Great post guy, great dunker, super fast as well. Just great. Next up is my man Thurl Bailey, who is arguably better than this Galaxy Opal Giannis. It depends on what you like to do, but I think the fact that he comes with Sniper already on his card instantly, at least to me, makes him better than Giannis, just because they both are 6'11" and both have above a 7-foot wingspan, and they can both finish crazy with great playmaking and all-around insane defense. I just love that Thurl has a little bit better shooting with jump shot 22, although you might like Giannis' jumper on quick a bit better. Next up, we have Shawn Kemp. Crazy. Shawn Kemp is absolutely disgusting. Like, absolutely disgusting. He is the wheel spin reward, and if you get him, he's got to be on your squad. 6'10", 7-foot wingspan, can dunk on everybody. His shooting is going to be crazy with jump shot 23 on quick. His jumper was trash on that pink diamond, but I think it's going to be better with that quick timing. He has the quick dribble style as well, so Shawn Kemp can speed burst, has great defense, and Hall of Fame quick first step with a 94 speed as your power forward. This card is going to be so fun to run, and if you run that Don Nelson coach boost with pace and space, he gets a 99 speed. That is absurd. Super fun card. Next is my man Paul Milcep, who got his jumper on it quick. I think all in general, we got a lot of really good power forwards with the new season. But I guess actually, you know what? I'll talk about Paul Milcep and Shareef Abdul-Rahim at the same time. These are essentially the same cards. Both of these guys have the jump shot 34 on quick and the fundamental dribble style, which obviously is not the most amazing, but it'll do. Not the greatest defensive tendencies on these guys, but great playmaking. They are awesome defenders. They can shoot pretty well. Again, with that quick jumper, it's actually pretty nice. And they're both pretty good post guys, although Milcep is the better defender and Abdul-Rahim is the better finisher, but both of these guys are super fun. Next up is the man, the myth, the legend, Bol. Like, oh my, if you haven't used this Bol yet, try him out. I've been running him as a power forward at 7'2", 7'7" wingspan. He is crazy. Brook Lopez base goes absolutely dummy, and that fundamental dribble style actually isn't all that bad. As a 99 contest shot and block shot tendency, and actually has some pretty damn decent defense. Once you add rim protection onto this card, it is unreal. Can shoot over everybody, and his finishing is probably one of the most annoying things I have ever gone against, because his wingspan is so long, he essentially just literally doesn't miss. And again, you have that Don Nelson coach boost, and he's at 93 speed on a Bol card. It's just gross. Next up is my man Giannis on the Kumbo, that wonderful Galaxy Opal. Giannis, I think we all know at this point, whenever he drops, is going to be one of the best cards in the game every single time. And this one's no different. 6'11", 7'4" wingspan, and can also play the small forward position with that Don Nelson boost. He has a 99 speed and an 84 speed, or 84 3-point shot, which is crazy. Some of the best defense you'll find in the game. Super quick, can dunk on everybody, and a pretty damn good shooter. Although without sniper, you have to be a little bit better with timing your shots, which I just don't love. I'll talk into this one a little bit more in depth, which is Kevin Garnett. He just dropped today. He's one of those new cards. He's the only power forward that dropped up today. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan, and they gave him his jump shot 58 on quick, which was the main thing that I hated about that old KG, so I love to see that, and I actually might give him a try. He does have a 90 contest shot, 90 pass interception. He has some of the best. He has every single defensive badge at least on gold, and has a bunch on Hall of Fame. Comes to Hall of Fame quick first step and downhill. Catch and shoot. Gold sniper is a great post game as well. Really fast guy with all around great defense. I think this KG can be a awesome center, like, for anybody, really. And last but not least, Evan Mobley, who's arguably the best center power forward in the game. Evan Mobley, I've gone against a few times, and both times it has been so annoying to go against. 7', 7'4" wingspan, has some of the best defense I've ever seen on a card, has the wonderful jump shot 84. His defensive tendencies are a bit bad, but honestly, this card is crazy hard to score on. And again, with Don Nelson, he has a 99 interior, 95 speed, 95 3-point shot. It is absolutely gross. Just one of the best cards I've used this year. So if you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button down below. Make sure you check out the point guards, 2 small forwards, links in the description down below, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.